Welcome to Shine Online with Ellie Swift. I'm your host, marketing and mindset coach Ellie Swift, here to help you connect with your clients, create life-changing results in your online business, and shine neon bright online. I built a multi-six-figure business in under 2 years and, more importantly, have supported my clients to get amazing results. My clients have generated 5- and 6-figure launches, tripled their income, and completely transformed their lives using my signature framework, the Swift Marketing Method. In this podcast, I take you a layer deeper into my business, my life, and my mind. If you're an ambitious entrepreneur, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Hello, beautiful human. Welcome to another episode of Shine Online with Ellie Swift. I hope you are having the most magical day. Today, we're chatting all things how to become a money-making coach. And this episode was inspired from a conversation that I had recently in my DMs with somebody who was saying, I know that I really want to become a coach, but I also want to know how I can make money as a coach. So what do I need to do to ensure that I'm setting my business up for success from the get-go? And I thought this is a freaking epic question and something that I can share in a, 15 to 20 minute powwow with all of you here on this podcast. So I've really locked myself in on those time restrictions now, haven't I? So let's see that I can stick to that. So we're going to be chatting today how to become a money-making coach. And there are 3 key things that I want to share with you so that you're setting yourself up for the best chance of success and building a coaching business that makes you money, honey. So first of all, let's talk about niching, because when you're thinking about becoming a coach, you might not know what sort of coach you want to be right now, which is absolutely okay. Fun fact for me, I actually started out as a life coach, then a life and career coach before I moved into marketing, and then mindset and marketing. So there's absolutely been a journey of transformation for me from the start to the work that I do now, which I find is really, really common, by the way. So you don't need to know exactly what your niche is right now, but there needs to be a desire to niche as you go. So a desire to serve someone in a more specific way than simply I want to support women to make their lives better, or I just want somebody to understand the potential that lives within them, because it is simply not strong enough. It's really important that we are really clear in the how we are serving our peeps. And so I've identified that there are 4 clear money-making niches that will support you to determine essentially what your niche looks like. You can work out which of these 4 you fall within. Or if you haven't niched yet, you can start to think about your niche based on these 4 areas. And they're really like overarching categories. They're quite broad, which is wonderful because it means that you have the opportunity to be so many different types of coaches. Good English, Ellie. There are so many different coaches out there in the world. And if you look at the ones that are successful, they all fit into these 4 categories. So the first category is money. And when I say money, I'm essentially talking about anything that generates an ROI, a return on investment. So that might literally be a finance coach, that might be a business coach, that might be an abundance coach, it might be a money manifestation coach. Anything that generates a return on investment, anything related to money, anything where you are supporting your client to earn more money or save more money or invest more or whatever else. So that is the first category. The second is relationships. Now, this could be anything from a relationship coach to divorce coach, parenting coach, anything where the sole purpose of your business is to support your clients with their relationships, whatever relationships they might be. So that is the second category. The third is health, which could be nutrition, fitness, even spirituality could fall into this category. Anything that supports your client with their health and their well-being. And the fourth is hobbies or specialist learning. So that might be travel. Once again, spirituality may fall into this category. You might be an equestrian coach, anything that relates to hobbies or specialist learning. And so when I say that there are these four categories, it essentially means that if you fit within one of these four categories, then you have a niche where people will pay you money to support them. So if you haven't already, I would identify what your money-making niche is, what that looks like, which category you fall into. Now, I'm going to share an analogy that I share with my clients in relation to niching while we're on this topic, because I know that niching can be a really hard concept to get our heads around because it really defies logic, quite honestly. Our logical brain tells us that the more people we are looking to serve, or the wider we cast the net, the more people we're going to find. So it's really counterintuitive that the reverse is true. It's really counterintuitive that actually the more we narrow in, the more that we focus, the more likely we are to find our ideal clients. And so the analogy that I share with my clients is, it's a really bad but great example, and you're going to know exactly what I mean by that in just a moment. So let's say that I am a dictator of a country. I'm a dictator of a country, right? See, bad example, really bad, but great. So if I was a dictator of a country and I decided that, we were in a world war, say, and I was wanting to drop a bomb on that country, this is the opposite of heart-centered, and it's something that I assure you will remember. If I wanted to drop a bomb on that country, if I was wanting to create maximum impact, then I would know as that dictator that I had to be so clear on my target. I would have to be so clear on where that bomb was landing exactly, right? If I wasn't, then it could simply go out into an empty field and not be seen or witnessed or cause any architectural damage or anything else. And so the more targeted I am, the more specific I am, the more impact it will then have, the more that's actually going to reverberate outwards and impact the lives of more people. Reach more people, be visible to more people. And the same is true for niching. So if you simply are casting the net out into that empty field, you are likely to reach no one. Whereas if you're so clear on who it is that you are targeting, your impact will be far greater and it will reverberate outwards so that it doesn't just mean that you are targeting that one specific segment of the market. You will find that there will be people who are outside of your target audience who still reach out to you. Case in point, I have men reach out to me weekly who want to work with me because they've heard that I'm a great marketing coach. I don't market to men. I say beauty and lovely and am very much a coach for women, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to them, right? And so I think that is just really, really important to remember that when it comes to choosing that niche, selecting that niche, that you are really focused on a niche that falls into that category, one of those four categories, and B, that you are really mindful of sticking to that niche and staying true to that niche over time so that you have more chance of creating impact. Now, the next way that you can become a money-making coach is going to sound incredibly obvious, but it is something that people forget over and over and over again, and that is to become an exceptional coach. when we're building our coaching business and we're focused on making money, we start to direct our gaze towards building our business, which is a really great thing. However, I really recommend not doing so to the detriment of your craft, to the detriment of actually focusing on your craft, the art of coaching, and providing the incredible substance that is the thing that's going to mean you get more referrals, more recommendations, more people absolutely loving the work that you do and referring them to other people. So focusing on your coaching is the fastest way to be able to become a money-making coach. Because if you're really, really great at what you do, people are going to talk. People are going to recommend you. You're going to get incredible testimonials. Something that I'm finding really interesting right now in this time of COVID is obviously there have been so many businesses that have been impacted during this time. And that is not the interesting part. That is, of course, a devastating part of the year that has been 2020. But something that I've also witnessed is that this online world has become more and more flooded. More people are choosing to step into the online space. Do I think that's a bad thing? Not at all. I think it's a really wonderful thing if they are doing really incredible work. I love seeing this industry continue to boom. But unfortunately, because coaching is an unregulated industry, it does mean that we get a lot of cowboys or cowgirls. We get a lot of people who don't have the chops to be coaching or supporting people in the ways in which they do. And that is unfortunately, it's a devastating thing. But what it does mean is that if you're somebody who is a qualified coach, you spend time honing and working on your skills, then you will be rewarded for that. You will be rewarded because people are going to recognize in you. And I trust that and come back to that so much when I see things online that are just, posts and comments and information that lacks so much substance. I've really come back to that truth of, I just believe that, the good ones are going to win out in all of this. I really believe that to my core. So continue to focus on being an exceptional coach. And if you're at the very start of your journey, that may mean taking on some pro bono clients right now, knowing that if you do so, then you absolutely are going to have the best chance of success in your coaching business long term, because ultimately that's what this is about, is creating a sustainable coaching business. The third thing that I want to share here about how to become a money-making coach is learn how to run a business. And I say that alongside become an exceptional coach, because building an incredible coaching business requires you to do both. So often I see that, when you're starting to become a coach and build your business, there are people out there that teach that the best way to do that is to start coaching and start posting on social media. And that is not the only thing that is required of you when you're building a business. It takes strategy, it takes mindset, and it takes marketing. And it doesn't mean that you need to have business experience in any way. In fact, so many of my incredible clients do not have business experience, but it does mean that you invest your time in understanding how to build the business and how to run a business, because in addition to coaching, you're going to spend just as much time, in fact, likely far more time, being the business builder. One of my favorite books is The E-Myth Revisited, and in The E-Myth, he talks about this concept of choosing a business where you are not giving yourself a job necessarily, by doing your trade, but rather really understanding how to actually fall in love with business building, because as the CEO of your business, the majority of the time what you will be doing is doing the marketing and doing the behind the scenes and writing strategy and being really considered about the tactics that you're using to build your business. And if that's something that doesn't interest you, then perhaps building a business is not something that is your jam, and that's totally okay. But I would really encourage you to fall in love with building a business and find out what that means for you and what that looks like for you. And so becoming an exceptional coach and learning how to run a business really do go hand in hand. And just alongside that as well, another thing that I would add here is that it's really important to decide that you're all in. Decide that you're all in on your coaching business and that you're really committed to the journey. And really asking yourself, like, how all in am I on this? I find that it's really easy to learn whether someone's all in or not because of the type of questions that they might ask you. So if someone's asking you questions like, how many hours a week is it going to take me to do this, then that might mean that they're thinking about compartmentalizing their life. And I got to tell you, there needs to be a decision when you're building your business that you are committed to that being your priority. And that might be alongside small children, alongside, being married, having a full-time job, whatever else. It doesn't mean that you're literally giving up those things, but it means that building that business for a short window of time becomes your all-in priority, and you've made that decision and you are all in on that alongside everything else that your life has. And I just want to share a note here for the mamas, because whenever I talk about this, I'm really mindful that I am not a mama, but I have a lot of mama clients who are just my absolute heroes and inspire me so much in the way that they do this. And I have so many examples in my clients of women who have built incredible businesses. One of my clients joined my Swift Marketing Mastermind when she was, I think, had a 9-week-old baby at the time. And she has gone on to build a 6-figure business in the space of a year whilst working 2 days a week, being an incredible mama to her boy, but just making the decision that she was doing both and that she was going to be an incredible mum and a business owner. And so I just wanted to share that as a side note for any mamas who might be feeling like maybe now is not the right time for them. I know that there are so many examples of it absolutely being the right time if you decide that it is and that you are all freaking in. So just to kind of recap here, learning how to run a business, become an exceptional coach, and choose a money-making niche. Those are the 3 ways in which you can really become a money-making coach and build an incredible business. Something that I have created that I really want to share with you is, alongside one of my best friends in the world and exceptional business coach, Rach McDonald, we've created a program called the Coach Code, which is a complete roadmap for booking your dream clients, transforming your business, and turning your purpose into profit. And this program is the combination of both of our most tried and tested strategies, tactics, and principles, like all the stuff that actually works, right? So both of us have built multi-6-figure coaching businesses. We both worked in corporate marketing and communications. Our stories are incredibly aligned and similar, and we've both coached thousands of women between us, so we know what it takes to build a thriving coaching business. And what we also are is Beautiful You coaches. We trained with the Beautiful You Coaching Academy. Rach was one of the first ever trainers for the Beautiful You Coaching Academy, and I am currently a trainer for the Beautiful You Coaching Academy. And so we have joined forces to create a really incredible offer where right now, if you sign up to the Beautiful You Coaching Academy for one of their courses for next year, if you are ready to become a qualified, exceptional coach, then they are the academy that I recommend most with my whole heart. They're the only academy that I recommend in terms of training and becoming an exceptional life coach. And so if you sign up to them right now, starting for their courses next year, then I am offering you a bonus of the Coach Code with Rach and myself and a 60-minute session with both Rach and I. Now, I don't offer one-to-one coaching anymore. So this is not something that you can purchase in any way separately. And Rach and I don't coach together. So we thought it would be so fun to come together and offer this incredible 60-minute session in addition to our incredible program, the Coach Code, worth $999 full price. So if you sign up to the Beautiful You Coaching Academy right now for their next year courses, their 2021 courses, then you get the Coach Code and a 60-minute call with Rachel and myself absolutely free. I am sharing in the show notes exactly how you can do that. If you jump on over to ellieswift.com/become-a-coach, then you will be able to find out the details on how you can sign up so that you can next year become an exceptional coach and also have all the tools and strategies and support to build an incredible coaching business. Now, if you're starting to plan 2021 because you've decided that you want to plan an exceptional 2021 after 2020, then I could not recommend this more, and we would absolutely love to support you in this way. So I hope you will join us. Anyway, I hope this has been an incredibly supportive episode for you. I have absolutely loved sharing it with you, and I'm so excited to be chatting more over the coming weeks about the Coach Code, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, till next time, have an incredible week, and I will be back with you soon.